I bore jaws for applause, that I would die or end up behind bars. It was because of my devotion to the cause. So when I saw inequity and flaws, and I was given a choice whether to crusade or follow laws, and when it came time to make up my mind, I didn't pause. It was because I was dedicated to the cause. And even though I was anxious, I did not seesaw. I was determined to go far, and I knew the movement wasn't sanctioned by the bar. It might seem bizarre, but I wanted to be a star for the cause. And accordingly, our actions were not done at some seminar. I did not nitpick or draw straws. I signed up and planned to work for the cause. And our plan was not to make our stand in the land of Oz, or get rich or drive fast cars, to sit in penthouses or smoke cigars. It was to avail ourselves to the cause. So I sit in jail and won't get extended anyone's applause. It was just the life I wished and practiced and saw, in an effort to put a society of impropriety on par. That's why I was needed and dedicated to the cause. The cause that drove my struggle daily, that made me worship the Mother Mary, that made me question my actions rarely, nevertheless made loved ones worry, that led me to act as judge and jury, the cause that led me to my confinement, for what I believe was carrying out an important assignment, and because I conceived it was my life's calling, I would see the world around me begin falling. And it left so many of my Confederates wondering, since they found my actions so blundering. But the cause superseded my own truth. It was beyond the complicated ideals of youth. It was more than the actions anyone controlled, more than the aspirations anyone could withhold. Logically, our divisions were stranded in the wind. And that's how my imprisonment would begin. All I have to say is that I was caught up in life's jaws, and I was born to die for the cause. I was mad, I was glad, I was sad to discover that I missed my brother. And in the rain came the pain that drove me insane while others played games. Still I maintain that I missed my brother. And that night when I held tight and I thought I was alright, despite the fact that I missed my brother, I chased him saying hymns. I still could not pin down the sound of my brother. So I went with the flow, was in the know, and I had to show that I did not miss my brother. But at home, crying on the telephone, the tone of my feelings shone that I felt lost without my brother. So I made steps and wept that I could not sleep because I could not be near my brother. But he ran away the day the craziness was in play, and the fears in his eyes would say, so long we are no longer brothers. So to this day in September that follows me to November, then I read this poem that we will not be together with my brother. So I admit that many words would be counterfeit, and some days I feel like shh, so I say goodbye to my brother. But life is long and I feel strong, it won't be long before I get a chance again to see my brother. And this is God's punishment. I'm living every day under the facade of God's punishments. I once was his favorite singers. Oh, how that sucks it. But now I feel banished from his crutches and the loved ones who I miss. So I wonder if the previous persecution I received is fair or truly fits. Each day is a play on my strength that seems to be an unfair punishment. I'm spent famished, and as a person I'm discontent. And each hour that I miss my calling, the chance of succeeding was exponentially harder. Moments pass, days vanish, leads me to chaotic disorder. I succeeded in many fields, but now I drown again helplessly. Manic depression is not all about genetics, lifestyle, and brain chemistry. But it's fair to say many before me have suffered setbacks. I must regroup, recruit, follow through, then get back on task. Often my brain goes insane and feels unbalanced, which makes it hard to get through each day with good looks and talent. I hook into the best attributes, which is my magnetic charm, while I harness my imbalances to prepare for the coming storm. The appealingness of my personalities then switches from cold to warm. Still I'm torn over my actions because they alter my demeanor. And I know I want to show the world that I'm a true believer. But will my faith in a higher power overcome life's hindrances? Deadlocked in a spiritual war, oh Lord, I can't grapple with this. So I'm eager to get back to life's steady spiritual path. I don't believe the questions I had about God were misguided, so please don't ask. So now I finally sulk in each one of God's strenuous tasks. I feel like I died 1,000,000 times since I lived each day like it was my last. But each one must walk between the thin line of good and evil. And it's a sin, in my opinion, to say this world is fair and equal. So I battle with my demons and hope to forge ahead. What's the next chapter to accomplish is better left unsaid. Thank you.
In 1916, the forces of the Crown to capture orange, white and green bombarded